Hi friends, welcome to It's Arpita time. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about French for beginners. So it doesn't matter if you have a background of French at school, at university, or if you're a complete beginner to the language, this video will take care of you just like that, okay? Now I will be very honest, the best way to learn French is with a tutor, and Alliance Française, that is the institute, but if you can afford it, because I do realize that across the globe these courses are available with Alliance Française, but not everybody can sort of afford it. They are on the expensive side, so you can of course hire a tutor if that is possible, or you can just learn it on your own. It is possible. Online, there are a lot of apps available. You have Babel to learn French. You also have Duolingo. Duolingo is great if you're an absolute beginner, and I will of course include a couple of websites as well. One that I really like is a YouTube channel by Alice IL called aliceil.com. So she is especially very good when it comes to French, and the reason why I love her way of teaching is she teaches you through stories. So for her, it's like, you come across these stories, you listen to them all over again and again, and that way you naturally gain the language, just like a baby would gain that language, okay? So that is one thing that I really recommend, because I have used that consistently and actually sort of derived benefit from it. I will come back to the books now. So, there are of course multiple ways, and if you want to pass your examinations, like you have A1, A2 levels as well, then these are the books. These are the recent books that Alliance has been recommending. This is Cosmopolitan. This is for A1 level. Of course, you have A2, you have B1, B2, and so on as well. But these are a little bit tough, especially if you are starting off on your own, because that's not going to be possible. You are learning on your own, then I'll give you a different set of books. You have this series, Toujours Français. Okay, so what I'll do is eventually in the upcoming videos I will try and take you through these books, one book at a time, especially for the beginner series. So these are a series of books, okay? So this is like the first one, this is book 4, book 2, book 3, okay, all of that. So this will take you through stages, right from how to pronounce. Of course, you will have to take the pronunciation from either a French video or from a tutor if that is possible. But you have 5 set of books, okay, with this. This is roughly equivalent to like an A2 level in French, okay, that's there. So these are the books that you can use. You have an option as well, and don't so much worry about writing the names down, because I'm going to include a list of everything in the comment section or the description box wherever possible. There's a different set of books available as well. Yeah. So this is something that you can use. I have used this when I was a beginner. Okay. I don't know if you can see. So you have A, B, C, D and all of that. Yeah. And these are actually meant for school kids. Yeah. So, you could use this as well. Once again, this is a series. You have book 1, book 2. And I believe this goes up to 4 and 5 as well. So you have an option when it comes to both. So go through it. I will of course introduce you to, all of them eventually in the video, that I film after that. But these are the beginner resources. And I strongly encourage you to read side by side, and you have these mini series books, okay? These are like especially for kids. So I don't know, even if you are from any boards across the globe, you have these books for kids, of course, story books, okay? Just one line. It will really help you with the vocabulary, help you gain the context of things. And once again, this is a series. I'll leave a link, don't worry. Yeah, so this is a series as well, and this is a fun way to sort of learn, so if you especially get bored when it comes to the normal books, then you can absolutely go in for something like that. This is a fun way. And there is actually like a podcast, Coffee Break, I think this is Coffee Break Languages. Yeah. So that podcast is especially useful. If you can listen to it, you can learn from it. Numerous podcasts are available, and one thing that you absolutely need to do is you've got to listen to the language, okay? Because the way the French people speak, the way it is written, and the way you hear it, it's going to be very, very different. On Instagram as well, there are numerous people who teach you French for free. mini videos, you have these short videos. Make use of all available resources, and especially if you're learning on your own, then that is absolutely something you should do. But this is great, but this is more for an intermediate level. Like you need to sort of get through at least the A1 level, like these books especially, if you want to come to this level. But these are like mini sessions, okay? These are mini things. These are sort of mini things. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but this will actually help you sort of gain that confidence. Like if you have like 15 minutes a day, just practice it. You will learn new vocabulary out here. You'll also learn new grammatical forms. Yeah, so that will help you. And one thing I stress on is again storytelling, and this is by Ollie Richards. Yeah, so this is one book that will really help you as well. And there is one book by Collins, which has specifically, it's associated with grammar. But honestly, if you're referring to these books or these books, whichever, you have grammar in this, so you don't necessarily have to purchase the books of Collins. If you can afford it, great. If not, it's absolutely okay. Vocabulary, learn the lists if you can. One of the ways that my French teacher told me was, when you're having your breakfast, or when you're sort of having your lunch, or if you're sort of having your dinner, you can make a list. Like learn 5 words every single day, maybe associated with the kind of breakfast you're having. Or one thing that she told me, of course, around the house was, on different items, like you have a cupboard, paste things, use a post-it, write down the meaning and post it there. Same when it comes to the refrigerator, kitchen items, you have your living room items. That is a great way to learn vocabulary as well. And of course, there is a separate book as well by DK. I don't have it right now because there's something just came to me as I was talking. Then you can use that book because that has specific list. Okay, like you have words for family, you have words for transport, you have words for extended things, at work what words you do, while traveling what words you use, when you're with friends what you use, these kind of things are available there as well. But if you just want to keep it simple, I'll tell you, just start off with these books. If you're learning with on yours, one of the benefits with them especially is they talk French from first day, so you get used to listening to that language, so that is the benefit there. But otherwise, if you're learning at home, this is the one. You'll be able to manage it pretty easily. Only thing you might struggle with is the pronunciation aspect. Yeah, but this is great. This is like the map. You learn the articles, you will learn. I'll just show it to you. Okay, see, Eiffel Tower. It's fun. If you want to enjoy your learning journey of French, then once again, you have a vocabulary list when it comes to these books, which is why they are really helpful. And I'll also take you to the other one. I'll of course make a detailed video. Yeah, but even when it comes to these two books, like these two, I suggest you start with this, because this is super easy, super helpful, and it's like it's into bite-sized pieces. You don't have to learn everything together. Just one book, stick with it, complete it at your own pace. If you're not sort of time bound to anything, like you don't want to attempt any examination, you just want to enjoy the language, then just go with this. It's super easy. Yeah, but if you're like time bound, like you have some kind of an examination, then of course learn with a teacher, because if you're learning with a teacher, then you have classes every single day, or a couple of days in a week. It'll keep you sort of in tune with sort of the language. You'll talk, you listen, those kind of things will already be happening for you. Yeah, but with all yours, these are the books that's necessary. Yeah, if you're a beginner, maybe this is something, and you're learning at home, of course, then this is something you may want to consider after you're done with at least 2-3 of these books, or at least a couple of these books. Yeah, so that is the way to go, especially with beginners. So I have mentioned a lot of resources, but of course, if you have any doubts regarding whatever it is, then please make sure to use the comment section to communicate with me. And Preferably, please keep the comments relevant to the video. Either way, I wish you the very best when it comes to your journey in French. If there is any particular video regarding French language or any particular book or resource that I spoke about that you want a detailed video in, let me know. I'll be happy to help you out with this. Bye.